Think size, power, and luxury define off-road mastery. Think again. From secret military prototypes to experimental 4x4s that changed history, these vehicles proved that true capability comes from ingenuity, not just brute force. Today, we're counting down the 10 prototype off-roaders that shaped 4x4 history forever. Buckle up, this isn't your typical off-road story. Number 10. Suzuki LJ. Long before Suzuki became known worldwide for compact cars, the LJ light Jeep prototype emerged in the late 1960s as Japan's answer to small, capable off-road vehicles. Built with simplicity and ruggedness in mind, the LJ was designed to tackle rural roads, muddy trails, and mountainous terrain that challenge conventional vehicles. Its compact size made it ideal for narrow paths and farm work, yet it offered true four-wheel drive capability that could rival much larger machines. What made the Suzuki LJ special was its lightweight body, ladder frame chassis, and reliable four-wheel drive system, which allowed for surprising agility and stability on rough terrain. The vehicle featured solid axles front and rear, short overhangs, and high ground clearance, enabling it to climb steep inclines, ford streams, and crawl through deep mud with ease. Engineers tested the prototype in Japan's mountainous regions, refining the drivetrain, suspension, and steering to ensure it could endure both everyday work and extreme off-road conditions. The LJ prototype directly influenced the production LJ10, which would go on to become Suzuki's first mass-produced 4x4. Its combination of simplicity, mechanical reliability, and off-road capability set a standard for small, utilitarian 4x4s worldwide. Unlike larger trucks or SUVs, the LJ proved that compact vehicles could handle serious terrain without sacrificing practicality or ease of maintenance. Even decades later, the Suzuki LJ remains a symbol of clever engineering in small off-road vehicles. Its lightweight design and rugged drivetrain inspired later models, like the Samurai and Jimny, vehicles that would gain legendary status among off-road enthusiasts. The LJ taught engineers that durability and capability could coexist with minimal size and weight, proving that compact 4x4s could punch well above their weight in challenging conditions. The LJ wasn't just a prototype, it was the blueprint for Japan's off-road revolution. Its principles of simplicity, versatility, and reliability continue to influence Suzuki and other small 4x4s today. Every time a Jimny climbs a trail or a Samurai crosses rough terrain, the spirit of the late 1960s LJ lives on, reminding the world that innovation often comes in small packages. Its compact design continues to inspire modern small off-roaders around the globe. The Suzuki LJ proves that ingenuity, not size, defines true off-road capability. Number 9. Ford Bronco XP. Before the first generation Ford Bronco hit showrooms, Ford engineers were hard at work on the XP prototype in 1965, a vehicle designed to challenge off-road norms and redefine America's compact 4x4 market. The XP Bronco was conceived to be lightweight, agile, and capable, blending the utility of a small truck with the ruggedness of a true off-roader. Ford's goal was to create a vehicle that could handle farms, trails, and rough back roads while remaining easy to drive and maintain something completely new in the US market. What set the XP Bronco apart was its short wheelbase, coil-sprung front suspension, and durable 4x4 drivetrain, which allowed for impressive articulation and traction on uneven terrain. Unlike the larger trucks of the era, the XP was nimble and responsive, making it ideal for both recreational and utility use. Engineers tested the prototype on muddy tracks, steep inclines, and rocky paths, refining its suspension, steering, and drivetrain to ensure the vehicle could handle America's diverse terrain. The XP Bronco laid the groundwork for the production Bronco that would launch in 1966, which quickly became an icon of off-road performance in the US. Its lightweight design, solid engineering, and off-road capability inspired a generation of compact 4x4s and helped create the SUV segment as we know it today. Every feature of the original production Bronco, from its short overhangs to its capable four-wheel drive system, has roots in the XP prototype. Even decades later, the Ford Bronco XP is remembered for its bold engineering and forward-thinking design. Its combination of simplicity, durability, and agility made it a blueprint for modern compact off-road vehicles. The XP Bronco proved that a small, well-designed 4x4 could outperform larger trucks on the trails, setting a standard that continues to influence off-road enthusiasts and engineers today. Its legacy lives on in every generation of Bronco, reminding us that innovation often starts with a single experimental prototype. The XP Bronco wasn't just a test vehicle, it was a vision of what American off-roading could become. Its lessons in balance, capability, and design still resonate with engineers and enthusiasts alike. Even today, the XP prototype stands as a symbol of ingenuity, showing that thoughtful engineering and practical design can create a vehicle that endures both time and terrain. Number 8. Volvo C303 TGB11. The Volvo C303, part of the TGB11 series, was developed in the 1970s as a rugged off-road military vehicle capable of handling Europe's toughest terrain. Designed for Sweden's armed forces, it combined lightweight construction with exceptional all-terrain capability, allowing it to traverse forests, snowy landscapes, and marshy areas where heavier vehicles would struggle. Its design prioritized simplicity and reliability, ensuring that the vehicle could operate for years under harsh conditions with minimal maintenance. What set the C303 apart was its portal axles, high ground clearance, and permanent four-wheel drive system, which allowed it to climb steep inclines, cross deep mud, and ford rivers with ease. The vehicle's boxy, functional design wasn't just for show. It allowed troops to load equipment, weapons, or personnel efficiently, while engineers could easily service it in the field. Volvo's meticulous attention to durability and engineering precision ensured that the C303 could endure conditions that would stop most other vehicles. Beyond its military applications, the C303 became a symbol of off-road engineering excellence. Its focus on mechanical reliability, traction, and simplicity influenced both civilian off-road vehicles and expedition trucks. The lessons learned from its design, including weight distribution, drivetrain robustness, and suspension performance, have informed generations of off-road vehicles, proving that careful engineering can make even a compact vehicle extraordinarily capable. Even decades later, the Volvo C303 remains a legend among off-road enthusiasts and military historians. Its unmatched capability, reliability, and clever engineering make it a benchmark for all-terrain vehicles worldwide. Its enduring design shows that simplicity, durability, and smart engineering can outperform flashy technology or sheer size. The C303 continues to inspire engineers and adventurers alike, demonstrating that thoughtful design and ruggedness can create a vehicle that stands the test of time. Its impact goes beyond military use, influencing off-road vehicle design for decades. Enthusiasts still study the C303 to understand how a vehicle can combine simplicity, versatility, and extreme capability. Even today, it serves as a reminder that the most effective 4x4s are those built to master terrain, endure hardship, and adapt to any challenge. Its engineering excellence still influences modern off-road vehicles and expedition trucks. The C303 proves that durability and clever design can outlast trends, technology, and time itself. Number 7. AM General HMMWV. The AM General HMMWV, better known as the Humvee, was developed in 1979 to replace older military utility vehicles with a highly capable, all-terrain 4x4. It was designed to carry troops, transport equipment, and handle a variety of military missions across deserts, forests, and mountains. The early prototypes focused on versatility, durability, and mobility, setting a new standard for what a military vehicle could achieve in terms of performance and reliability. What set the HMMWV apart was its independent suspension, high ground clearance, and modular design, which allowed it to tackle extreme terrain while maintaining stability. Unlike traditional military trucks, it could be adapted for multiple roles, including troop transport, weapons platforms, and communications. Engineers subjected the prototypes to extensive testing in sand, mud, snow, and rocky trails, ensuring that the vehicle could perform in conditions where conventional trucks would fail. The HMMWV also influenced the future of off-road and civilian vehicles. Its focus on durability, functionality, and adaptability inspired a generation of SUVs and light utility trucks. The early Humvee proved that practical engineering could create a vehicle capable of handling severe conditions, all while remaining reliable, efficient, and easy to maintain. Its success laid the groundwork for decades of military and civilian off-road vehicles. Even decades later, the early HMMWV remains a symbol of rugged versatility. Its design philosophy of combining strength, mobility, and adaptability continues to influence modern off-road vehicles and military engineering. The Humvee showed that a 4x4 could survive extreme conditions, carry heavy loads, and inspire future generations of engineers. Its legacy is a testament to the power of practical innovation, proving that thoughtful design can redefine what a vehicle is capable of across any terrain. The HMMWV continues to be celebrated by enthusiasts and engineers alike as one of the most influential military off-road vehicles ever developed. Its unmatched versatility made it a blueprint for future military and civilian 4x4s alike. Engineers and off-road enthusiasts still study the Humvee to understand how design can maximize capability and reliability. It proved that careful engineering could overcome challenges that seemed impossible for traditional vehicles. Even today, the HMMWV stands as a benchmark for rugged, multi-purpose off-road machines. Number 6. Lamborghini Cheetah. Before Lamborghini became synonymous with supercars, the company experimented with extreme off-road vehicles. The Cheetah prototype, developed in 1977, was Lamborghini's bold attempt to enter the military 4x4 market. Built in collaboration with American engineers, it featured a rear-mounted engine, rugged chassis, and aggressive styling designed for both speed and rough terrain. Though unconventional, the Cheetah demonstrated that Lamborghini's engineering wasn't limited to asphalt. It could also tackle the harshest off-road environments. What set the Cheetah apart was its rear-engine, four-wheel drive layout, which aimed to improve traction and handling across sand, mud, and rocky terrain. Extensive testing revealed both its potential and its flaws, including stability issues, but the lessons learned were invaluable. The vehicle proved that pushing boundaries, even with experimental designs, could create a platform that challenged conventional thinking in off-road engineering. While the Cheetah never entered mass production, its influence extended to Lamborghini's later off-road projects, such as the LM002. Engineers applied the knowledge gained in suspension, weight distribution, and drivetrain design to future vehicles, blending performance with practicality. The Cheetah highlighted the importance of innovation, showing that even ambitious prototypes could leave a lasting impact on the industry. Even today, the Lamborghini Cheetah is remembered as a pioneering off-road experiment. Its daring design, unconventional layout, and bold engineering philosophy continue to inspire both automotive designers and off-road enthusiasts. The Cheetah proved that taking risks could produce vehicles that push the limits of possibility, leaving a mark on automotive history that goes far beyond its own short-lived existence. Its adventurous spirit continues to inspire modern off-roaders and experimental vehicles. Engineers and enthusiasts study the Cheetah to understand how bold ideas can challenge conventional design. Decades later, it remains a symbol of creativity, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of off-road excellence. Its lessons continue to influence off-road design, showing that innovation often comes from daring experimentation. The Cheetah reminds engineers that even failures can spark breakthroughs in vehicle engineering. Its legacy endures as a benchmark for creativity and bold thinking in off-road development. Number 5. Audi Iltis. The Audi Iltis emerged in the late 1970s as a groundbreaking off-road prototype, designed to meet the German military's need for a compact yet highly capable 4x4. Unlike conventional trucks of the era, the Iltis combined lightweight construction, advanced drivetrain engineering, and exceptional traction, proving that small vehicles could handle extreme terrain with efficiency and reliability. It was developed through extensive testing in forests, mud, snow, and rough trails, ensuring it could perform where ordinary vehicles would fail. What made the Iltis stand out was its permanent four-wheel drive system, with viscous coupling and independent front suspension, which allowed the vehicle to maintain traction in almost any condition. Engineers pushed the Iltis through rigorous trials across Germany, tackling steep inclines, muddy tracks, and icy roads. The vehicle demonstrated that agility, durability, and simplicity could combine to create a 4x4 that outperformed many larger, heavier machines. The Iltis also had a lasting impact beyond military use. Its drivetrain concept directly influenced Audi's Quattro system, which would later dominate rally racing and inspire performance off-road vehicles worldwide. By proving that clever engineering and innovative design could surpass raw size and power, the Iltis redefined what a compact 4x4 could achieve. Even decades later, the Audi Iltis remains an important milestone in off-road history. Its emphasis on efficiency, adaptability, and mechanical precision continues to influence modern off-road and performance vehicles. The Iltis proved that a small, well-designed vehicle could conquer harsh terrain, inspire future technology, and leave a lasting mark on automotive engineering. Its design philosophy still resonates with engineers and enthusiasts, showing that innovation often begins with bold experimentation and smart engineering. Its pioneering design continues to inspire engineers pushing the limits of compact off-roaders. Even today, enthusiasts study the Iltis to understand how clever engineering can overcome extreme conditions. The legacy of the Iltis proves that innovation, precision, and durability can redefine what a small 4x4 is capable of. Its influence can be seen in every modern compact 4x4, where traction and versatility matter as much as size. The Iltis taught engineers that smart design often outweighs brute force. Decades later, it remains a benchmark for innovation in small off-road vehicles. Number 4. Mercedes-Benz G-Wagen. Early military, Mercedes-Benz aimed to create a 4x4 that could handle the most extreme environments, from rugged mountain trails to desert expanses. Partnering with Steyr-Daimler-Puch in Austria, the company developed the G-Wagen prototypes to meet demanding military standards for reliability, versatility, and off-road performance. These experimental vehicles were designed to carry troops, equipment, and communications gear across terrain where conventional trucks and jeeps would fail. What set the G-Wagen prototypes apart was their robust construction and practical engineering. Featuring a full ladder frame chassis, 3 fully lockable differentials, permanent 4-wheel drive, and a low-range transfer case, they could tackle steep inclines, deep mud, and uneven surfaces with ease. The vehicle's utilitarian design prioritized functionality over aesthetics, allowing for easy repairs in the field and maximum adaptability for a variety of roles. The prototypes were rigorously tested in alpine passes, snowy trails, and harsh desert conditions, proving their durability and capability. Engineers refined suspension, gearing, and body design to ensure the vehicle could withstand years of extreme use. This meticulous development established design principles that would carry through to civilian G-Class models, emphasizing simplicity, reliability, and extreme off-road performance. Even decades later, the influence of these early prototypes is clear. Modern G-Class vehicles retain the core engineering philosophies of durability, versatility, and serviceability. The G-Wagen proved that careful planning, precise engineering, and relentless testing could produce a vehicle that would remain relevant for decades, earning its place as one of the most iconic off-road machines in history. Its legacy goes beyond military and civilian service. It demonstrated that a 4x4 could be both rugged and adaptable, ready for any challenge. The G-Wagen prototypes showed the world that precision engineering and durability could coexist in one vehicle. They set a new standard for off-road performance, inspiring generations of engineers and adventurers. Today, every Mercedes G-Class carries the DNA of these early prototypes, proving that thoughtful design can withstand the test of time and terrain. Number 3. Toyota BJ. In the early 1950s, Japan was rebuilding from the devastation of World War II, and the need for rugged, reliable vehicles was critical. Toyota responded with the BJ prototype, a military-inspired 4x4 designed to tackle Japan's mountainous terrain, unpaved roads, and harsh rural conditions. This experimental vehicle was compact but extremely durable, featuring a robust chassis, a lightweight yet strong body, and a powerful engine for its size, all engineered to survive, where conventional trucks and Jeeps would fail. What set the BJ apart was its blend of versatility and resilience. It was tested extensively on steep inclines, rocky paths, and in deep mud to simulate the challenges faced by both military personnel and rural communities. The vehicle's high ground clearance, solid axles, and low-range gearing allowed it to perform in conditions that would cripple ordinary vehicles, proving that thoughtful engineering could overcome the toughest terrain. The BJ wasn't just a prototype, it was Toyota's statement that Japan could produce a world-class off-roader. The lessons learned from the BJ directly influenced the creation of the Toyota Land Cruiser, which would go on to become one of the most legendary 4x4s in history. Every technical choice from the suspension design to the drivetrain layout was informed by real-world testing of this prototype. It helped Toyota build a reputation for reliability, durability, and off-road capability, qualities that the Land Cruiser brand still carries today. Even decades later, the DNA of the BJ is evident in modern Toyota off-roaders. Its principles of simplicity, toughness, and adaptability became the blueprint for vehicles that would traverse deserts, jungles, and mountains around the globe. The BJ may have been the quiet prototype of its time, but it was a revolutionary one, laying the foundation for a vehicle lineage that would define the standard for off-road excellence worldwide. Its impact wasn't limited to Japan. The BJ's engineering philosophy influenced off-road vehicle design worldwide, inspiring engineers and adventurers alike. By showing that a compact, well-built 4x4 could tackle the harshest terrain, it challenged the idea that only large, heavy vehicles could survive in extreme conditions. The BJ also set the stage for Toyota's long-standing culture of durability and reliability, values that became synonymous with the brand. Today, collectors and off-road enthusiasts still study the BJ for lessons in practical design and resilience. In every modern Land Cruiser and rugged Toyota 4x4, the spirit of the 1951 BJ lives on. Number 2. Land Rover Center, steer before the legendary Land Rover series. I hit the fields and farms of post-war Britain. There was the experimental center steer prototype, built in 1947. Designed by Maurice Wilks and his team, this vehicle was conceived to be a practical, lightweight, and rugged utility, 4x4 for agricultural use. With World War II just ended, resources were limited, but Wilks saw an opportunity to create a vehicle that could replace tractors and horses on farms, something versatile enough to handle fields, mud, and unpaved roads without breaking down. What made the center steer so unique was its central driving position, with the driver sitting between the front wheels. This design maximized visibility and improved balance across rough terrain, though it would later be deemed impractical for production. Despite this unconventional steering, the vehicle featured many features that would define Land Rover for decades. A simple, ladder-frame chassis, lightweight aluminum body panels, and a four-wheel drive system that emphasized reliability over speed. Every part was engineered to be serviceable in the field with minimal tools, a philosophy that became a hallmark of Land Rover. The prototype underwent intensive trials across farms, hills, and uneven tracks throughout the UK. It proved that a small, agile 4x4 could perform almost any task, from towing small trailers to navigating wet pastures. Lessons learned from the center steer led directly to the development of the Series 1, the Land Rover that would become an international icon. Its ruggedness, simplicity, and adaptability set the blueprint for decades of civilian and military off-road vehicles. Even though the center steer never went into mass production, its legacy lives on. The vehicle demonstrated that clever engineering and practical design could outperform raw power or luxury features. Today, the Land Rover Series I and its successors are celebrated worldwide, but every one of them owes its roots to this singular 1947 prototype. Without the center steer, the modern concept of a reliable, versatile, all-terrain vehicle may have looked very different. Even today, the influence of the center steer is still visible in every Land Rover and many off-road vehicles worldwide. Its philosophy of simplicity, durability, and versatility continues to inspire engineers designing 4x4s for farms, expeditions, and even extreme military applications. The center steer may never have reached production, but its lessons shape the very DNA of modern off-roaders everywhere. Number 1. Willys Quad. The Willys Quad wasn't just the beginning of a vehicle, it was the beginning of an entire category. In 1940, as the world moved toward full-scale war, the US military issued an urgent request for a lightweight reconnaissance vehicle that could go anywhere, carry soldiers and equipment, and survive brutal conditions. Willys Overland answered with the Quad, a rough, experimental prototype that looked simple but carried revolutionary ideas. This single machine would quietly become the foundation of modern four-wheel drive. What made the Willys Quad so groundbreaking was its combination of lightweight, four-wheel drive, and mechanical simplicity. It used a compact ladder frame, solid axles, a low-range transfer case, and short overhangs that allowed it to climb, crawl, and maneuver where no previous military vehicle could. At a time when most vehicles were heavy, rear-wheel drive, and unreliable off-road, the Quad proved that true mobility didn't require size, only smart engineering. The Quad was relentlessly tested under extreme conditions, from deep mud and loose sand to steep inclines and long endurance runs. These trials exposed weaknesses, but they also confirmed the core concept was right. The lessons learned from this prototype directly shaped the Willys MB, the production Jeep that followed, and went on to serve across every major front of World War II, earning a reputation for reliability that became legendary. The impact of the Willys Quad didn't end with wartime service. After the war, surplus Jeeps and their design philosophy spread across farms, construction sites, and remote regions around the world, proving that four-wheel drive wasn't just for soldiers, it was for survival, work, and exploration. The Quad had unknowingly set the standard for civilian off-road vehicles long before the term SUV even existed. Even today, more than 8 decades later, the DNA of the Willys Quad is still visible in modern off-roaders. From solid axles and low-range gearing to compact, trail-friendly proportions, its influence remains unmistakable. In many ways, the Willys Quad proved that off-road capability wasn't about luxury or power, but about balance, simplicity, and purpose-driven design. Long before four-wheel drive became a lifestyle feature, this prototype showed the world that true mobility could change how people move, work, and survive. That's why the Willys Quad earns its place at number 1, not because it was the most advanced machine ever built, but because it was the most important. Every serious 4x4 that followed owes something to this single prototype. These 10 machines didn't just survive, they set the standard for every 4x4 that followed. Which one impressed you the most? Let us know in the comments. Hit like, share this video with fellow enthusiasts, and don't forget to subscribe for more legendary automotive stories. Off-road history never looked this epic, and the next chapter is just a click away.